how do you see that AI has driven like misinformation, influenced political polarization, and public trust in the democratic institutions?
I think it's played a large role because people aren't sure what they see is real. I actually live in New Hampshire, and I was one of the people that got the fake Joe Biden calls.
Oh,
So it led me to question everything, that particular call, because it sounded so much like him. So I think people are tired of questioning everything, but they have to question everything. So I think it's dividing us even more because no one knows what's true and what's not.
yeah. And going off of that, how do you think that's going to affect like the future of like voter influence, specifically like AI?
I think it's going to do two things. One, AI is going to make it easier for people to digest complicated issues. So that's a good thing. But I also think it's going to build mistrust, so it's going to keep people away from the polls.
And obviously, I mean, we've seen like Elon Musk and how he has used AI to influence, specifically like this past election. How has that contributed to like this spread of like regulation and misinformation?
Well, there is no regulation, and it's hard because platforms like X say they're distributors, not content creators. So there's no watchdog. I think the fact that the watchdog rules kind of were relaxed by social media organizations is bad because they're no longer flagging what is misinformation. I think we need to come up with a set of rules for social media and identifying what is verified and what is not. But again, nobody agrees what the facts are, so I don't know how we do that.
Yeah. Going off of like the rules and everything, do you think like the governments should regulate like AI generated political content?
No, I don't, because I think that infringes on free speech.
Yeah,
But I think it's incumbent on the companies to be more transparent. It'd be like telling a newspaper they had to do it a certain way, right?
Yeah, and I mean, obviously, Elon keeps pushing for like AI developments. Like yesterday, he just announced a new development on Grok, and I think it already put it in place. And he called it like a scary development because it's so scary, like intelligent and good. How do you think that is going to just affect more in the future? And just like the fact that he has so much liberty to do this kind of thing.
Yeah, that makes me nervous that he has so much liberty to do these kinds of things because he wasn't vetted by the government. So he's not really he's a government employee, but it's not a confirmed government employee. So there's no oversight on him. So that makes me nervous, whatever AI he puts in. There's been a lot of talk about the Federal Communications Commission and their role on broadcast. I'm wondering if the FCC now needs to jump into the AI game and be maybe a regulatory body, an independent regulatory body on AI. Mm-hmm. Right? I don't think necessarily it's government making laws, but I do think agencies need to be able to oversee.